Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, perfect. You can hear me now, huh, Marcus? What's going on, y'all? We out here. We in the cut. Hey, Marcus, I'm gonna give you mod real quick, bro. I'm gonna give you mod. One sec.
Who is he moderating?
He's moderating the chat, bro. What do you mean?
He is the chat.
Eric kind of whack. I know, bro. Add friend. Man, I know you got like 100 hours in those poyos, bro.
Facts. Should take him forever, yo.
He is the chat. Yes, sir. As you guys begin to trickle in here, just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be live for the next couple hours. Eric actually got a new
Couple
mic, so
hours is
you can
crazy, yo.
expect some new and improved quality. His mic is absolute dog water though, so that
Is it sounding that bad right now?
it's pretty trash. You there, Eric?
Yeah.
What what are you what you doing, bro?
Give me a sec.
Are you trying to get your you trying to get your mic or camera or something? Today we're going to be talking about the recent free agency moves. We're going to be covering a lot of stuff. Actually, we're actually going to give a little preview to the versus battle that's going to be coming up. We got a couple things to touch on. We got a couple things to touch on for sure. Marcus said that it looks good and you sound good over here, Eric. So just whenever you're ready, we'll be good to go. Yeah, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Excuse our little technical difficulties. You got a little air screen going on there. Eric? Dude, I can't even hear this, man. Yeah, how you doing though, Marcus, bro? You see that restructure those contracts? It looks like we might be keeping Jimmy after all. I don't know if I'd be too mad about that, honestly. Obviously, I'd rather have Trey start, but I don't know. I feel like he's a good like safety valve, or we could just cut him. We could just cut him. Another thing I wanted to talk about was that free agency signing for what Chardavius Ward. Seems like the cornerback market, with what was on the table, I really wish. Obviously, I'm glad we got something because that's one of our weakest points. But we paid a lot of money for someone who I don't think is a top tier corner. You know, when we have Stephon Gilmore on the table, I really would have loved to get Stephon Gilmore. I feel like he would have filled in a nice like Richard Sherman type of role with like leadership, play like with that left side of the field.
Hello?
Yo, I can hear you, Eric. Can you hear Eric? Excuse my partner. Yeah, it was a bit of a reach. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of agree. I think it was a little bit much, but what I was reading was that due to like the cost of living in the Bay Area and like certain not like things you can't really change, they kind of overpaid. They kind of had to overpay. But you know, we have elite pass rush,
Yeah.
which helps the secondary. So hopefully, it all works out for the
Uh,
best. Yo, Eric, what's up?
how do I sound?
You sound good, but where's your camera?
No. Okay. How does the mic sound? This or the iPhone?
Dude, your iPhone's better.
Yeah. You know the 11 Pro Max high quality.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold. Is it noticeable, or should I just kind of stick with this?
I can't even see you right now. You're just a gray screen.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, I agree. The restructured contracts seem to give me optimism that we'll make some more moves. Um, you said F Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say that considering I got this right here in my room. Big Jimmy G guy. But it's just time. It's time to move on. Um, it's time to move on, definitely. But if we can make more moves, that'd be great. I don't really know who on the table that I would like to get though. Man, she's a Steelers fan, man. She was scared of getting Jimmy on her own team, but I think Jimmy's gonna go to Cleveland. Actually, that's my prediction. I think Jimmy to Cleveland is what's gonna happen, and Baker's gonna get traded somewhere. Maybe like who knows, but that was kind of out of left field. I thought Baker was gonna stick around. Eric, what's going on here, Bubba?
You hear me still?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hold on. I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking with some stuff. Give me a second.
Uh, okay, big man.
Big man.
Baker to Indianapolis. I would actually, if Jimmy. I mean, I read along that the interest for Jimmy in Indy isn't really there, which I mean makes sense because how much better would Jimmy G be than Carson Wentz? Realistically, probably not much, if at all. So going with someone who's younger, has a higher ceiling, would make sense. And it'd probably be better for them because they feel like they're a quarterback away from being a championship team. Obviously, Jimmy's been to the Super Bowl before, but arguable if he went to the Super Bowl due to him or despite of him. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Jimmy to Cleveland, I feel like wherever he's going to go, it's going to be very interesting to see. I'm going to be watching very closely how he plays because I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that he's going to go somewhere. He's just going to play really well, and the narrative is going to be, oh, Kyle Shanahan just wasn't a great play caller. He just wanted to pound the rock. He just wanted to run the ball, run these jet sweeps, and he didn't really draw it up well enough for Jimmy. But I mean, we all saw what was really going on: the overthrown balls, the dropped interceptions, the just blatantly insane interceptions and whatnot. But it's gonna be very interesting to see. Yo, Eric, what's going on here? What are you trying to do, Eric? Eric. She's not even replying. That's crazy. Just talking to a green screen. What's up, chat? Let me literally left a call. Insanity. Eric Wildland over here. Yeah, literally. I see you with the Los Pollos emotes though. I actually got the Los Pollos hoodie on the other day. It's in the wash right now. Got a couple of good. Hey, the mic sounding good though. The mic sounds pretty good, huh? There we go.
Yo.
How's it going, buddy?
Ooh, that does not sound.
Can you hear me, Eric?
I hear you. My shit's geeking out though. I don't know if it's my phone.
I think you're good.
My app is frozen. It's quite traumatic to look at.
Okay. What app is frozen? Truthfully, I think even if we keep Jimmy, he'd probably come off the bench. Eric, what app are you talking about? What app do you need? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Yo,
talk for like a couple seconds, just in a row.
you sound a lot better now.
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
Every time I fucking tilt my camera, my shit, it freezes on the app.
Why you need the app?
I do it on my phone.
What do you need the app for?
I do it on my phone.
I know, but I mean, you're chilling. Hey, Esther said, you're geeking, bro. What's good, Esther? Esther sees.
What do we got in here?
Y'all want to hear some slappers? I got you.
Okay.
Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Eric, I just want to know. What can you say to reply to this, man? Tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow. Versus. Yo, Estee, I think we need you in the pod, bro. Yeah, guys, I got Marcus and Estee already for the judges, but I'm trying to secure one more. Hey, Cam G, bro. What do you mean? I got something for Cam G. Cam, I think Cam G's more of a gutta gutta type of guy. Eric, your quality right now is dog water.
I might just have to go to new opinion. I should speak it now.
I literally don't even know what you're saying. Shout out my boy Cam G in the chat. Call me the DJ, man. Eric, see, Eric's got a good arsenal on his side. Like Kanye's got a lot of songs, but all I'm saying is I could pick the songs better, man. Like, what does Eric know about this, bro? He's gonna be playing Donda. Might need a sub. Might need Esther off the bench right now. Bro, Eric, you're taking forever. He left the freaking call. Oh my god, this guy. Dude. This guy geeking. Yo, Esther, hop on Discord. Yo, Marcus, hop on Discord. Wow, Chris Bryant to Colorado. Baseball news. That's wild. Got Estee in the chatty. Eric, are you there, bro? Just use your phone. Yeah, Cam G, hop in Discord, bro. Cam G, Estee, Marcus, Perp. Yeah, join the call. Time for a giant pod.
Matt, you hear me?
Yeah,
How's audio?
your audio is perfect now.
Fuck it, let's just go. Sorry, I don't know what's up. I've looked it up. I think it bugs up sometimes with iOS, but I gotta see. But whatever.
So you're on cameraless?
Is Cam coming in here or no?
Cam's in the chat right now.
Oh, tell me what.
He can hear you.
And we don't respect his football IQ.
So you're going no camera or what?
Yeah, just for this episode.
Need those 4 digits. Oh yeah, I got you. Bet. Hey, we're getting Estee on the pod today, man.
For what?
For what?
Are we talking sports?
Nah,
Alright, fuck it, let's roll.
we just free balling it, bro. This dude said for what? But did you hear those songs I played, Eric?
Nah. Audio still sound fine or no?
You sound good. I don't know. I feel like you just do what you usually do with the camera. Like it worked for a second right now and then went away.
Yeah, but if whenever I put it on, I like fucking freeze up like within like a couple seconds.
I mean, it looks fine on my screen. Like on the stream, I was able to see you talking and everything, but you said you were frozen. So I don't know. Maybe it's just on your screen or what.
Yeah, that's every time I'm on the app.
Really? That's weird. So, you ready, Eric? Or are you still trying to figure it out?
Yeah, no, we good.
All right. Well, hey guys, thank you for joining in. I got Eric here virtually. Of course, you cannot see him today, but you get to see me with my 1080p mic. You know,
That looks good, man.
yeah, it looks
What
pretty
kind of
good.
camera you got on that thing?
What kind of what?
What kind of camera you got on that? You're
It's
looking
a
all high def on me and everything now.
LOGI. It's pretty fresh, man. It's not it's doing something, man. You know, I got the natural lighting in the back. You know, I wish I could have you on the screen with me here, man.
Mmm.
Just don't hit the
Yeah,
same, but it's all good. It's all
that's
good.
fair. That's fair.
This will be a strictly audio type of thing. So I wanted to ask a couple questions real quick. So you saw the signings the Raiders made today.
Yeah. Obviously, we got Chandler Jones was the big one. Then he got shipped off to Indy. Picked up a DB as well. It's I think they're shifting towards a 3-4 defense. Obviously, Chandler Jones is coming from Arizona. That's the system they run. So I'm expecting a lot of the turnover on the defensive side. They've already cut loose a lot of guys. Witkowski got cut, Littleton got cut, Steve got cut. I'm assuming Casey's probably might follow Bradley over to Indy. It makes sense, and the unique trade over to Indy makes even more sense considering it's going to be Bradley's system over there once again. So, yeah, I like it. Uh, I'm
It,
not. Is it? Was it a 2 year or a 1 year?
that you guys have him still for Chandler Jones?
Yeah, the contract.
I'm not too sure, but I feel like as long as you guys have him, he's gonna perform at a high level. I mean,
He
I
plays
wouldn't
the
be
run a
too
lot
worried
better
about
than
the
Unique.
age.
I think Unique is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to like. There's always that revisionist history whenever like a player gets traded. Like, yeah, man, obviously he was mid. Yeah, it was a bad contract. You know, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to say that. I think he performed pretty well. I think he played a pretty decent second fiddle to Crosby in the pass game. I just think the only thing you could probably say you'd want a little bit more is in the run game, which is what I think Chandler would be better at. So, I mean, it's cool. I hear a lot of good things about the DB as well. He's pretty good stats wise. It looks pretty good, but I haven't watched him play, so I really can't provide that great of a judgment on it. But I'm assuming Casey's gone. So you need as many DBs as you can get.
And
Mullen,
Rock is
I don't
actually
think
pretty solid.
yeah. Because even then, like if you're going, if Casey's gone, look at what your options are for deep. You have Nate Hobbs in the slot, and what else? Faison is already gone. He went to Indy, and then you could maybe try and roll with Mullen again out of the year, but he's had moments, but he's been injured like constantly.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe that's something they're looking to handle in the draft a little bit as well.
Yeah, no, I'd expect it to.
Because I mean, Chandler
I
is a
got a review.
3-year deal. Marcus just verified
3 year, Marcus, how much
3 year,
total?
51 mil.
Damn, son,
Yeah, that's pretty massive. But I
30.
mean, he's gonna perform at a high level for you. And honestly, if it doesn't work out, you could always, trade or cut is what I assume what would happen. So I mean, that kind
Yeah,
of tells
there's
me
some.
that you guys feel like you have, new coach,
Mhm.
a decent roster. But I kind of have a take. I'm not trying to cut you off here, but I kind of want to run something by you. I want to see what you have to say about it.
No, run. Let's hear it. What do you got?
So I feel like, look, you're the Raiders, right? You're in this
Mhm.
situation where you have now Russell Wilson.
Russell Westbrook.
I said Russell Wilson. You have
He might be out of the league in a couple of years, so maybe he will play football.
Russell Wilson. You have
Mm-hmm.
Herbert. You have Mahomes. And you have Derek Carr. So
Mm-hmm.
realistically, fourth best in the division.
You really think that?
That Derek Carr is the fourth best quarterback in the division.
When you say fourth best, do you mean fourth best QB or fourth best team?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. You have, with what roster you have right now, you have a pass rush, thin on the secondary. You're thin on the offensive line. You have minimal weapons, and you have Josh Jacobs. Do you really feel like you're in a position to compete right now, or do you just blow it up and try to compete in 5 to 6 years? Now, to play devil's advocate, you could say, well, Mahomes isn't going anywhere either, and Herbert's not going anywhere either. So, what else are you gonna do but compete? But do you take these years now to try to stack up and be in a position to compete in a couple of years, or do you just go, continue trying to 10-6 ceiling and make a be 4 teams in the division?
Sir.
Technically, there could be 4 teams in the division that make the playoffs. Like, I could see that happening. Mm-hmm. But what are you really going for? A first round exit? Like, what is the ceiling for this team?
What do I think the ceiling is currently?
Yeah. Because obviously they're not giving up. They just made a huge, they're making deals. They're doing what they can. But
yeah,
I think there's an argument to be made that, and you just got a new coach. Like, a new coach isn't going to send out Derek Carr and he's going to want to try to play. He's going to try to compete. He's going to get fired in 2 years if not. So, I guess it's a bit of a tough situation, but I feel like just blow it up now, try to rebuild and be competitive in a couple of years, might be the smarter decision, but obviously that's not the direction they're going.
Okay, now let me counterpoint that as a Niner fan. Let me give you a different perspective on this. Because if I went and I told you, I said, look, Matt, I came to you. On a very sad post Niners loss, whatever Sunday. I said, Matt, let's be realistic here. You have Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson, and then you have Jimmy G, arguably the fourth best QB in the division. Do you think it's really worth it trying to go all in?
Yeah, but to counterpoint your counterpoint, we have a better overall roster. Like, in every other position than quarterback, I don't think you guys could say the same thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think if you look at the roster, they went 10-7 in spite a lot of the shortcomings on the roster. Like you said it yourself, there's a thin secondary. O-line is kind of patched together right now. It's probably going to still have some tweaking. But you had some good things that came out of it. Bolton's been solid. Andre James improved at center. And then from there, obviously, left guard, right tackle, right guard. We'll see how that ends up.
That's a lot of we'll sees.
No. But here's what I'm saying. Like, you went 10-7 in spite of that. What has really changed in the division, with the exception of Denver getting Wilson? Herbert and Mahomes are still there prior to that. Denver's improved. I think they have. I think Denver's probably the one who spent the most money. And then LA as well. The Mac pickup was pretty big, but we'll see if he can stay healthy. That defensive line should be pretty nasty. But I'm just saying, those things were there prior to this, and you went 10-7. I think, that's like the kind of pessimistic take, but if you look at it, you could say, hey, we went 10-7 despite not having a true number one receiver, especially post-Rugg. The O-line struggled for the most of the year, except the last couple of weeks when they kind of pulled it together and got the run game going. So I would think you would think, if you're coming in with a new personnel, that there's enough to build off there to get better. Because who have they lost? I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, who have been the major, talent? Zay Jones left.
Yeah.
Yannick's gone, but you pick up Chandler Jones. Like, I don't think there's a big, chunk of the talent, like the main core talent of the roster that's going to leave. except maybe Casey if he goes.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying that you haven't lost much from a playoff team, but I mean, you're playing the teams that you're going to be playing. Like, let's say you mentioned Denver and you kind of like blew it
Hmm.
off to the side, like, oh yeah, they got better, but whatever. Those are 6 games that you're going to be playing. That's going to be like Denver was kind of more of a given, more or less. Like Raiders seem to have their number the last couple of years. I don't think that's the case anymore. And what was that?
So are you high on Denver going into next year though? Because look, you could say that, but you also had to play the Chiefs and the Chargers 4 games a year
Yeah, that
prior to
too,
the
and
Wilson
the
pickup in Denver.
Chargers got better, and you have a improving Justin Herbert. I assume he's a young guy. You don't have an improving Derek Carr. Your O line is still highly questionable, highly suspect.
But we're pre major free agency pickups. I mean, yeah, Jones today is the first major pickup of the offseason for the Raiders. We're pre that, so the roster is still shaping up, and we haven't had the draft yet. So you got to see how it kind of lines up. There's going to be more additions as well. So it's I don't think it's fair to say like, hey, you have the shortcoming there, you have the shortcoming there, because the roster hasn't fully shaken out yet.
All I'm saying is there enough out there to pick up to compete now? Because it seems like they're in a compete now mode,
One
and they're
one
kind of
hundred
just
percent.
going in over their head. And I'm the
They're
only
in
argument
over
I'm
the head,
making
and
is that
I think this is a bit hot takey.
I mean, just look at the division alone. That's not even including the whole entire AFC in general. This is just your division. Like you
But
have,
they've competed in the division despite it being a heavy division,
but the division's getting better, and
and they're
they're
also going to get better. Like I feel like you're anointing Denver really high already when we haven't seen them play.
this is it's a prediction. It's based on what they've done, and
And
the
I feel
chart.
like
I'm
you're
saying the
going high on
Chargers.
Denver and extremely low on the Raiders in
Yeah,
terms of just
because
like
I feel
optimism.
like their season last year was best case scenario.
Ooh,
You know,
okay. Let's get into this because I disagree. I think that was arguably one
okay,
of the worst case
considering
scenarios.
what happened, best case scenario.
Considering what happened was the worst case scenario. Their coach got fired. Their best receiver killed somebody and went to jail. Waller was out for the majority of the year. Let's what else was going on there?
Yeah,
Arnett busted. Mullen was out for the whole year. There's a lot that went wrong with the entire team.
yes, and them making the playoffs is the best case scenario for that season.
Yeah, but prior to that, that wasn't the best case scenario.
Arguable.
Just yeah,
What
I wouldn't
what
say
was
that's
the
the best
best
case
case
scenario.
scenario
I think they
if it
persevered
wasn't
despite a lot of
playoffs?
stuff.
Are you saying best case scenario was a Super Bowl?
I mean, I think that the best case scenario would be making it past the first round of the playoffs.
Okay, give or take one round. Same thing, right? Best case scenario is squeaking into the playoffs, maybe getting an upset win. All right, sure.
Hey, an upset win could take you far. Bengals went to
And
the Super Bowl. I'm pretty
honestly,
sure.
Marcus just made a good point. You guys' schedule really wasn't that tough.
It wasn't tough.
No.
They have four. All right, let's run it back. 4 games against Mahomes and Herbert.
Okay.
What else? Hold on, let me review the schedule real quick. Give me a second. But do you think? Here's the thing. Do you think you can also? It's fair to base how far you go in based off your schedule. Like I don't really get that. If that makes because yeah, you could look at it and you could say,
What?
hey, no, because you could look at it. You could look at a team and say, hey, we're gonna our average win percentage of this upcoming season is gonna be like a 600 win percentage, but you don't know how that's gonna shake out. Like we see it constantly. Teams bust, teams come in, the hierarchy is constantly changing. Like you can't base your how you invest in your off season off that.
Well, that's my argument. I'm saying that they should just, instead of trying to be a win now team, they should just start stacking up for future years. Like get some draft picks, let go of their massive contracts, maybe ship their car, look for new answers, be more competitive years from now than they right now. I just don't see them winning. I mean, obviously you have a new coach. Your new coach isn't going to sign off on getting rid of your starting quarterback and getting rid of all your talent and just going for broke, because obviously that's going to set him up in a position to get fired, right? But
Mhm.
realistically speaking, like, what's the best option right now? Is it trying to compete? Maybe making it squeaking into the first round? I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it's something you could think about. I'm not saying obviously as a fan you don't want that to be the case, but if you were the front office of the Raiders, would you not consider that?
There's just absolutely you bring in a brand new personnel. Your mentality, unless you're in a situation where you've clearly gone there and you've decided this main core can't win, you're not going to blow it all up. Or if you're in salary cap hell, and they've already restructured a lot of contracts and guys have been cut to make room. If you think about it, what are the major contracts on the roster right now? Crosby is the one that just got paid, and then you have Carr and then Waller. Who's left after that? Kwiatkowski got cut. Littleton got cut. Carl Nassib got cut. All the major money has pretty much kind of been trimmed off the roster. And most of those guys that got trimmed off the roster are left from Gus Bradley's personnel in the 4-3, and then some of Gruden's guys that he liked.
I mean, your quarterback. That's a
Yeah,
that's a
but
massive that's a massive load right there.
not really. He's the 14th highest paid QB in the league.
Yeah. So you're saying every let's say you trade him for some first round picks, you take quarterback in 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, but that's a whole brand new. So I feel like your whole idea of like you should blow it all up is because you just don't think Derek's good enough to win a Super Bowl.
I think your roster isn't good enough to win a Super Bowl.
But do you think Derek's good enough to win a Super Bowl?
In the right situation, I don't see why not.
Because we could define like there's some QBs right that you would look at them and say they're just not capable. Like if I were, do you think Drew Lock can win a Super Bowl?
No.
Like there's that category of QB
And I'm not saying that
where
he's in that category.
no
Far
no, no
from
I
that
get you.
category.
But there's
Actually,
like
I'm
that
pretty high on
category of
Derek
QB
Carr.
where you look at a guy and you said there's just absolutely no future here. You're a stopgap until we find something that's going to be better. I don't think the front office, and honestly, I don't think most of the NFL views him that way. There's a reason that teams like Indy teams like Cleveland have liked Derek, and they've been kind of sought after for him on the trade market.
Wow, breaking news. The Bills just got Von Miller.
Wait, what? How much?
The Bills just got Von Miller on a 6-year, $120 million deal.
Holy shit! 120?
That's crazy. Wow.
You
6
still think
year?
Von Miller's a 100 mil plus at the end?
6 year, 120 mil? For like a
That's
40-year-old defensive.
He's coming off a 5 sack season.
Wow, that's insane. That's actually crazy.
That seems like a lot, though, man. I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe let me get context to some of these numbers.
I feel like in the NFL,
Because he got hurt in 2021, right?
they just.
Oh wait, no, I'm tripping. He got hurt in 2020. It's 9.5 because I was looking at two separate stat lines from LA and Denver. So 9.5 and 50 tackles.
Hold on a second, Eric. I'm gonna do. Can you join the my server call so I can invite Cam?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to that right now. Yo, 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 yo. What's
Yo,
going
what's up,
on,
Big Cat?
boys? What's going on, boys? We out here.
You hear me or no?
Yeah, I hear you. Cam, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Dude, you have a really good mic. What are you using there?
My
This is your phone?
yeah.
Yeah, it sounds really good. So, can I get a breakdown of this contract? Like, what's going on here,
Yeah.
Cameron?
Obviously, it's not fully guaranteed, but they'll come out with the contract updates later.
Has that come out yet? The amount guaranteed on that?
I don't think so.
Well,
I think they just wanted to break the news and say that.
who broke it? Shefty?
Well, I don't know. I saw it on Bleacher Report.
No, Rappaport.
Yeah, I feel like
Damn, that's a lot of money.
I feel like NFL contracts are so weird because you could just cut someone after however long and you just take a certain amount of
Well, I mean, you
penalty.
have the player options and the team options,
Yeah, it's like
and then
so
you have
lenient.
all of it isn't like obviously guaranteed. You still have incentives and base and shit like that.
But Cam, you were listening to our conversation. Do you get what I mean by saying like maybe it's just not realistic to be competitive in that division right now?
Say that again.
Were you listening to what I was saying about the Raiders in that division?
Yeah, you're really glitchy. I don't know if it's my internet.
I could hear you. You're good. Do you think that they can be
It's just it's
competitive?
gonna be a tough one now. I mean, Denver has a really good roster. They just need a quarterback, and obviously Russell Wilson is their quarterback now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Raiders could go 0-6 against divisions. I mean, it's possible. It's just
man.
I
Oh,
agree.
and six?
I mean, I don't think they will,
I just-
but it's possible.
it's a possibility now with everyone's Look at the Chargers. They just got Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson. They really didn't lose anybody. They got Michael Williams back. They didn't really lose anybody.
To be fair, the Raiders made a move of their own, right?
Yeah, one player's not going to do anything though.
I mean, Khalil Mack.
Okay,
you're making the same
let me
case,
have that
right?
same logic for you as well. Yeah, Khalil Mack's only one guy. He's not going to do anything. It's a big signing.
No,
Yeah,
they got Jackson too. What do you mean? They have a bunch of signings.
So 2 versus 1. Yeah, but the offseason hasn't completely shaped out. And I feel like we're like anointing offseason awards to all these teams. Like, yeah, it's over. Like, a lot of these signings never pan out the way that people envision them to.
I'm just saying, there's a really good. It's like it's AFC West and NFC West are the two toughest divisions now.
I mean,
I agree. It's going to be exciting.
are you
but I
banking
think
on
we can
Russell
hang with these
Wilson
teams.
not being that?
I already know
same
Derek
guy?
could outduel Herbert.
I mean, Herbert's the one that's growing. I feel like Derek's already reached his peak.
He's reached his. I don't know. I think
You
if
don't
you
think
put a
he's
better
reached his
system
peak?
around him, he could perform better than he did last season, though, to be fair. With a deeper team.
Quarterback.
With a receiver. Like, literally any receiver that isn't Zay Jones.
But you
No
know,
disrespect.
I don't know. You're gonna have Hunter Renfro and you're gonna have Darren Waller, and then what? Who's even on the market for you to grab? A rookie?
I don't know what we're picking 20 around there.
Or are you banking on getting like Devonte Adams?
No, I'm pretty set. He got tagged, right? Or no? He signed. No.
He declined.
He got signed, but he got tagged, but he's not going to play.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah, he said if he gets tagged, he won't play.
Yeah, no, I'm not banking on Adams. I don't like, buy into that whole Fresno State Derek Devontae connection. I think it's like the delusional side of the fan base. But no, we'll see. I mean, I guess I'm not just rushing into judgment yet because I still want to see how they shape out. I'm assuming they have a plan. So I got to see. I feel like this combo will be like a lot different if we talk about this like in a month.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to change. I mean, you can still get like yes, Derek Barnett is still on the trade. He's on the free agent list. He's only 25. I mean, there's people still on there that's waiting for. Someone said that there's a lot of people waiting for Watson where he's going to go so he can follow.
Where do you think he's going to go though?
I really think it's either the Falcons or the Panthers. Don't have any picks, or no? Yeah, they don't have any second or third round picks this year.
They don't.
It's either going to the Saints, but the Saints don't have any fucking cap. So I mean, I don't know how they're going to do that.
Do you? I feel like here's just to take. I just feel like the cap is like an imaginary number in the NFL. The amount of restructuring that creates cap constantly when the team wants to get a guy, it's pretty insane. Like, how often do you see base salary being shifted into signing bonuses, and then you'll see like they freed up $20 million cap?
Bro, that's
So I
what
feel
just
like-
happened today with fucking George Kittle and Armstead. They just
Yeah.
freed up $20 million.
It's a good example. It just feels like it's like if the personnel, if the team, if the front office wants to get a guy, and the guy wants to come there, and they have a willing trade partner, they'll make it work in terms of cap.
Well, the only problem with California teams is that you have to overpay because of the taxes and look at the gas prices now. Like, you have to overpay if you want to.
They got-
Someone in Texas, so you don't have any income tax. It's going to be.
And they're rich, bro. They don't care about gas. They got a Tesla.
But it doesn't matter. You still have the taxes on houses and the house payments and rent and shit like that. It's like California. It's definitely hard.
It is, but I mean, the only states that don't have income tax are what? Texas, Nevada, and Florida.
I think Oregon doesn't have any income tax. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but California, I get what you mean because California is the most extreme
Yeah.
taxing on high income. So yeah, I don't know because even then, if you, what do you even think his trade value is? Because there is like I know obviously that
They
case
want
isn't
6,
over
7 assets, like good assets.
6 to 7. Good luck, man.
I
But
mean,
that case
he's
isn't.
24, 25. You can't like.
Yeah, but
Washington.
He's a good quarterback.
some of those civil cases aren't done yet. Like I know there was the whole ruling thing, but yeah, like the way that ruling was, like there's still more to go on that court case, so there is still that risk of a possible suspension. I doubt it'll be anything big, but still that's there, and you don't know if it could evolve into anything worse. And then, yeah, I don't know. I just because what did let's think who's been traded recently? Actually, now that you mentioned, there's not a lot of elite QBs that really ever get traded.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
you
why
would
the
want
Russell
to trade him
Wilson
unless they
trade
want
was
to get
such a big
traded.
deal. Such a shock.
Yeah, because if we look at like the market for the type of QB that gets traded, it is like a Carson Wentz to Washington. It is like a Jimmy G, but honestly, I don't know
Eric,
how that
why
Or
are
goes.
you
the-
can give up 3 firsts and more assets and players. There's like
That's who you think Watson could get?
they want 3 first rounds.
I don't think he'll get 3 first.
Hey Eric,
I-
look
I
at
can
the
see I can
chat.
see a first, but I don't see 3 first. That's a lot.
Eric, look at the chat.
How do I check that?
Eric, why are the Raiders homophobic?
Is that from Esther?
Yeah, no, it's from Galapagos 07.
Galapagos? I wonder what that is. What I think. I don't know, man. I was.
You
I was
don't
pretty-
know. What do you mean?
I was pretty. They cut Carl Nassib today.
I
you
know, but I mean, do you think
It
they
was
should?
pretty disheartening.
You think he was just worth the roster spot, or you think he was just?
No, he was around like 24 mil. I mean, I like the guy. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a really good story. He seemed like a good locker room guy, but a lot of these signings were just leftovers from like Gruden and Mayock that hadn't panned out, like Kwiatkowski and Littleton as well. So I mean, eventually they're eating a lot of dead cap too. It's like over between Kwiatkowski, Littleton, and Nassib, it's around like 20 mil in dead cap for the next 2 years combined.
Way.
It's 2 years though, so it's not like 1 year. It's probably what like 10, or it might be a little bit more 1 year than the other year, but you get the gist. But it comes out to like 20 mil. But that's how much those
Well,
guys
it depends on if there's a penalty or not, and what the savings are.
because they didn't cut them. If they would have cut after June 1st, they would have saved a bit more, like a couple mil more. But yeah, I don't mind it. You got to cut ties at some point. Kwiatkowski,
I don't know,
literally
there's still good free agents on the market. Like there's not been a lot of good splashes today since Monday.
Hey, is Saquon
Yeah.
a free agent, or did he get, or is he still?
I
signed
can't
with-
hear you. You're really far.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Is Saquon a
There
free
we go.
agent?
No, he was gonna get traded, but
So that's what it was. You're just gonna get free. How long is he still under contract for? Just one more year?
I think another year.
Just one more year.
Is he still riding off that rookie contract?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel like he's so much older than he is.
I feel like he has I like Saquon, Penn State legend, go Lions, but I just feel like maybe it's because like every season has like a pretty major injury.
They
So it
have
just
no
feels-
line, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't been put in a very good position to be fair.
Yeah, and Raiders are. I guess Eric's point is always, Josh Jacobs would be better behind a better O line.
Hey, he had compare the stats last 6 games of the year. Look at the stats. All I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
Completely
kind
different
of an
running back.
outlier. You know, he'd rip off one big game.
Nah,
That'll
no,
kind of
that's
inflate
cap.
his
That's
stats,
cap.
but it's okay. You know, 4.0, it's still below league average, but yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He's still
No, I think he was right on league average. And then even then, he bumped his yards per carry like drastically by those last 6 games when the O line started to improve, especially Andre James up in the middle.
point is,
But you've always had the
Regardless.
agenda, so I'm not really surprised.
I just
feel like
don't
the
think
Raiders
I
should
just
carry
don't
that
think you
back
guys
to
should
the
pay him when
O-line.
that time comes.
From that 2016 team. And then but like literally after that year, it was all downhill, even with that same personnel.
Yeah, Jacobs is
But-
extremely mid, but you know, you're gonna spew your Raiders propaganda regardless. Real quick, you guys
as
are
a podcast host, Matt. I feel like you're abusing your platform. That isn't a very kind thing to say about a player. I'd expect you to be better. You're giving me some.
I'm
major,
just saying, like, the numbers don't lie, you know. I mean, he was averaging
tough.
3.4 on like up to week 11, and then he had like one good game, and it kind of boosted him. So
He had one good game. His yards per carry jumped by 0.6. One
Yeah,
good
basically.
game after your tell.
So
Pretty much.
Cam, I got a question for
That's-
you. This is from Marcus. Where are you drafting Saquon in fantasy next year?
Let Cam take that one.
What's his round value? Last year, I believe he went in the second, and the year before
He
that,
went,
obviously,
no, he went eighth.
he
Dylan
went
took him.
8th last year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's tough.
I feel like he's dropping all the way to a mid-round pick.
No, he's going second round, man.
He's not going second round.
Bro,
He had maybe
that's
one
not-
good game
nothing.
in the entirety of last year.
He literally did nothing last year. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Even in a PPR like setting, he
When-
was still terrible.
Daniel Jones at quarterback, he's not doing shit, and with no line,
You don't like Daniel Jones? What's wrong with Danny Dimes?
he's fucking trash.
What, you don't think that Joe Judge had any?
Like, what's your problem, man?
You don't think Joe Judge had any like impact on that? Like, you don't think he has potential?
He's just trash into that.
I honestly, I don't think Danny Dimes is the worst. I think he's better than like Drew Lock.
We'll find out this year.
Yeah, I'll take him in the third maybe. I'll take Saquon.
I think
in the
he's
third.
I think he's a little bit better than Drew.
Because
Lock. That's
I mean,
kind of-
last year Josh Jacobs was like a 4th round pick. You know, like
Yeah.
you have guys like that, and they all put up more points than Saquon. But it's just the name is hard to resist. But
Yeah.
yeah, guys like Elijah Mitchell, Josh Jacobs, Raheem Mostert gonna be nice mid-round potential picks.
Well, I thought Gibson would be for 10 minutes would be a top rounder, but
Dude,
And then
got JD coming back.
I'm
Shout out
completely fading Gibby. I took him. I traded for him early last
Gibby.
year. Yeah, Antonio
Hi
Gibson.
Carly, I like it. All right.
Shout out my guy Alex. And he was so bad for me. He was so bad. He like broke his shins halfway through the season.
He did.
And
He was playing hurt though. You gotta get.
yeah, and Ron Rivera just let him go out there every game. Like
he's a
one
player's
practice,
coach,
he'd
man.
practice like once a week. Yeah, I
Yeah,
drafted the
man,
best
sure.
team, and I didn't make playoffs, but it's okay. It's whatever. I'm
Yeah,
coming
this
next
is-
year for blood.
As me and Cam would say, this is nothing new.
Dude,
We're used to that. We're accustomed.
Eric,
to
you have
making
never
playoffs.
won. You've never won a championship in fantasy football
More
in
title
any
appearances
league
in
ever.
these last 2 years last 3 years than you've had in the entire time in the league. But whatever. I don't think you've ever even been to the title.
I have
it's
multiple. I've won money.
Don't worry about what goes on at the top of things. It's all good. Cam,
Yes.
we've talked enough Raiders. I feel like we're on a hard disagreement here. Matt would be pessimistic always. Giving props is like eating an allergic food for him. You know, he's a hater. I think we gotta call it as it is. But let's talk Niners. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo is still employed by the San Francisco 49ers.
We all thought that we were gonna get, a second and third, and coming to it now.
We
As you can see, sources thought they was gonna get a second round pick. Well, the Niners wanted 2 second round picks, a couple, second and third.
best I
But
can
I
do is
think-
5th and a 7th. Take it or leave it.
I've been coming now into realization that really probably no one's offered it.
Barely?
Probably a third. I don't know.
What do you think? Who do you think could realistically swing
Washington-
the trade for him now?
Washington.
Now that
Who would? Would it be the Colts and the
Washington.
Browns?
The Browns.
Colts, Browns. I don't think Browns do it. I don't
They
think. I don't
said
think
that. I forgot who said it, but it's someone said that if Panthers don't get Deshaun, that they were looking at it in Jimmy, but they don't have a second or third, so I don't know what the fuck they would give up.
You want to know what I don't get though when they say like, "Hey, why doesn't Indy swing it? Why doesn't a couple of these different teams swing it?" Like the Browns, right? You've had a QB who I'd argue is around a similar caliber, and that clearly hasn't worked for you. I think Indy is the prime example because they've had some talented teams, but QB play has kind of hurt them. Out of the last couple of years, I guess Rivers was the best one they had, and even then in playoff time, he didn't exactly pan out. Wentz kind of fell apart down the stretch. So, like, why would you swing for a guy like Jimmy? Like, what does that get you? Does that really get you over the hump?
He's better than Carson Wentz. Fuck.
You think he's better than Carson Wentz?
I
Yes,
think
without
that's
doubt.
kind of not a no brainer though. Like, how what
Yeah,
is he
like,
exactly better at?
Carson, because here's the thing, Carson misses a lot of throws.
But so does
And he kind of
Jimmy,
sails
you know.
back. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I could say that about Carson, but then you could also make that same argument for Jimmy, and like Niner fans could pick him apart a million times and show you a bunch of different ways that happened, like the interception. What was the really bad one? Was it the Dallas game, Matt? The one where he just floated it over, and like
There's so
he got
many.
picked off?
It's
I think it was the Dallas.
it's
in the
been many
playoffs, right?
times. It's not a single occurrence. You know, it's a reoccurring theme.
But are you guys ready to roll with Lance? Like, are you all in on that, or would you rather get?
3 first
We have
rounds
to.
and a third. Like, what's the point? Why are you gonna wait?
We have to.
I mean, Rodgers sat for a couple years. He turned out all right.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah, but we don't have
Rodgers
Brett
was
Favre
a
type of quarterback.
23rd overall pick. He wasn't a top 5 selection.
Still a first rounder.
Yeah, but you see the difference, right?
Yeah, I guess.
They get
but,
paid differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gave up more to get him.
Uh-huh.
There's really no excuse to not starting him now. Like, okay, before it was because we have Jimmy under contract and he hasn't done poor enough to be cut, or nobody really wants to trade for him, right? So okay, let him ride out a little bit more. Obviously, we have Trey in the background ready to go whenever Jimmy gets hurt. Cool, perfect, slot in Trey. That happened. Trey didn't play that well. Didn't play well enough to overtake Jimmy. Jimmy comes back, same old Jimmy, right? All right, cool.
Mhm.
So now we're trying to trade him. He's getting paid a lot. Nobody really wants him. Okay, so what do we do from here? You could either cut him, or you could just keep on hoping someone offers a decent trade, or you keep him on the roster, and what do you have him on the second string quarterback? I don't see that being an option. You know, so I think most likely.
No, I think that
he's gonna
personally,
get
I think they
cut.
should roll with Lance. I'm trying to get a good percent, but I thought they would have rolled with Lance going into this year or this past year.
Yeah, I
So-
tried to tell you that wasn't gonna happen, but you refused to listen to me. Hello?
One sec. Cam, go ahead.
But
My AirPods disconnected, so just go ahead.
Cam, I have a question for you.
shoot.
You say shoot? All right. So you're a verified Lil Wayne fanatic, right?
I would say yes.
You would say yes.
What an insane statement.
Well, I mean, Cam G's the first person I've ever like. He had a Lil Wayne poster in his room when he was like 3 years old, bro. Like, and still there to this day. He named his hamster Wheezy. You know, like.
Oh, I definitely do.
Cam's ride or die. So I just don't understand how you could hate Drake when he literally like came off of like Lil Wayne's flow. Like they're like extremely similar, but
Who hates Drake?
you
I've never said that in my life.
always are giving out anti-Drake propaganda.
Never in my life.
That is crazy for me.
Never.
Damn.
That is
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
audio sucks now.
Anti-Drake propaganda is like the most dick-riding Drake statement.
all right, let's relax. But
If you want to
realistically,
get a Drake dick rider, you gotta get Big Chris in here, man.
wait, Esther, are you a Kanye stan?
Yes.
No, I'm fairly neutral. I fuck
Estes
with him.
definitely.
I don't know. I just
this
noticed like
sentence.
every Instagram story you put up, you got a Drake song in the background, man. I don't know.
Oh, Drake! I fuck with Drake, bro. Hell yeah! I think like Drake is like low key the Michael Jackson of our generation, without a doubt.
Wow. I don't know if Drake's selling out arenas like that, but I mean, I
I mean,
suppose.
he's probably not equivalent exact numbers, but he is doing that.
I agree with that. You don't see anybody else doing what Drake's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so, but is he the greatest of the generation, bro?
Who? I don't know.
So far, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you're just talking about numbers, wouldn't you just say like Eminem?
Yeah, numbers isn't a fair argument.
Bro, you telling me you blessing Eminem, bro? You listening to Rap God like that?
No, here's the thing. But like, if you're saying like the Michael Jackson, I feel like when people say the Michael Jackson, there's also like the quality of the music that comes to it. I'm not saying Drake makes bad music, but people also
I
consider
just think about a number. He can hold it down in that term. I'm just
Eminem.
saying,
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Okay, hit for hit, Lil Wayne against Eminem. Who's winning?
Eminem.
I'd take Little Wayne.
honestly, I'm taking Wayne, bro.
Eric, why do you say
Wait, you
Eminem?
said hit for hit?
Yeah,
For
if you had to
hit,
pick like,
Oh yeah, Lil Wayne. I don't know why I said Eminem.
Right,
Yeah.
he's like the Carter 3 alone can like low-key shit on Eminem.
alone, wow. I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely not a big Eminem fan, but I know a lot of people would be outraged to hear this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really don't listen to Eminem, bro. To be honest with you,
Yeah, me either. But there was an era where he ran it.
I most definitely like for a couple years, I would say.
no doubt. That's like early 2000s though.
Yeah, we were just some young bucks.
You can't really like say anything about that. You know what I mean? I don't know about y'all. But...
Yeah, we were just some little guys. But
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt.
that's how it goes.
It's a go though. I'll say that.
Is next up.
Who's next up?
Yeah, Young Boy.
Yeah, bro. Let's.
I'll be looking at people's recently listened to, and I see Eric be listening to Young Boy and Cam G. Although more Cam G. Was
I haven't listened to Young Boy in like I'd say 2 years.
that's a
See,
lie.
This is what's called a lie.
Yeah, I see you
I'm not
listening
even
to
fucking
Moneybag
lying,
Yo,
dog.
bro. Yeah, Marcus, you're a big Young Boy fan, right? Yeah, see, I mean, he's got a market, bro. Stop hating, Cam. You don't have to be ashamed.
I'm definitely not ashamed.
Does he
No,
remind
there
you
is, there's a little bit of shame in there, I can tell. But
Young Boy's trash, bro.
of
Why do
Prime
you say that?
Easy, bro?
I'm just saying it's trash. Like you got no bangers. My
Young Boy has the musical goddess, dog.
Who is?
honestly. Oh what?
I mean, I don't think he's that bad, but I wouldn't call myself a fan.
You wouldn't call yourself a fan.
But yeah, bro. Oh, I froze. Hold on a sec.
So how come you guys aren't on camera, man?
Well, look at you, bitch.
motherfucker,
One
the
sec,
dude,
bro.
no.
One sec. I'll throw this shot. I ain't afraid.
I'm working right now.
No, you're
Working.
I am.
No, you're not.
Okay, let's get back to the sports talk. Este, I need some of your opinions on this. Okay.
Listen, bro, I'll tell you this right off the bat. Sports, that's not my topic, bro. I don't know.
Nah.
About it. I just keep track of all these like people doing like stupid crimes and shit, and I just laugh at it. That's it.
Like what?
That's interesting. So what do you mean by that?
You know, all I'm saying, bro, the Raiders got a couple of criminals in their roster. You know?
A couple of criminals. 8 and 9 just made a move.
What?
What they do?
Hold on, I just lost it. One sec.
Derek Barnes, please. That'd be
Uh,
great.
Hassan Ridgeway.
That's great. That's amazing.
Have you ever heard of that guy?
That's
I have no idea who this is.
I don't
He's the
even
best
know who that
left
is.
end in the league, dog.
I mean,
Is he really?
No, fuck. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I was gonna say, I was like, am I missing something here? Okay.
yeah, I literally don't know who that is. It's not DJ Jones. That's all I know. I want DJ Jones back. That's tough. But yeah, bro. I mean, that's tough. Yeah, I just want to introduce you guys to one of our judges for the verses that's gonna be happening soon. It's gonna be Este. Cam G is gonna be a judge as well. We're gonna have Marcus. We're gonna have a couple other people. But yeah, it's gonna be either tomorrow or the next day. Yeah.
So what's the rundown on that? What's happening?
We're gonna go.
Hold on. So how do we know this S day Joe? I've never met him before, but how do we know he's certified?
Oh, bro, come on, brother, come on now.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Can
Tell
you
me
speak on your
music
credentials?
You know what I'm
background.
saying? I don't know. I got it all, bro. Got my Apple Music. I'll throw my link out there. You guys can tune into my playlist.
To your playlist.
You're right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, fair enough, I guess. Well, that'll be coming up quick. We'll probably go categories, back and forth on the on like I'll start one, he'll reply. I'll start one, he'll reply, and then whoever has a better track, they'll get the point. Whoever gets 10 points first will be the victor.
So it's a hit for hit kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a versus battle.
Or is there like restrictions on it? Like, is it like free game anybody, or is it like certain genres, certain like eras? Certain
No, it's
things
gonna
like
be
that?
he's gonna represent Kanye. I'm gonna represent Drake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, no, as going back to that, yeah, it'd have to be like that. I feel like that's the best way to do it if you break it apart by genres.
oh
Like you could do like throwback album. You could do like, all right, first album release, only R&B for a section, things along those lines.
like Club Banger.
You can't play forever.
I mean, whoever plays. I mean, you could do like a song they're featured on, so that and like whoever.
Oh yeah, best features. That's fair.
Yeah,
So
like I don't know what Eric's playing. If I play like Do Not Disturb, bro, like I don't see a reply to that. Like, was he gonna play like Runaway, bro? I don't know. But yeah.
be interesting for sure. Be interesting.
But yeah, all right. Appreciate you, Estee. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh, yo, what's going on, man? My time isn't up. It's not what I signed up for.
That's crazy, man. Anyway, y'all just give him a round of applause. Give some love to Estee, man. He gonna link us out music in the chat, and we just gonna go back on the sports talk, man. All right, Estee, we love you, man. Hey, be easy, man.
What's going on here, man?
What do you mean?
What's going on here, bro?
What you talking about?
Like, come on right now, bro. What's going on?
Yeah.
No. Oh, man, on
Yo,
Friday.
chat. Should I do it, chat? Should I do it?
Yeah, I do it.
Yo. Damn, it's like that.
Yo, I appreciate you, Estee. We got a good introduction to Estee, y'all. He's gonna be one of the judges for the pod.
Yeah, man. Yeah, never with the Estee.
But appreciate you coming on real quick and all. But yeah, I wish you guys had your cameras up, but it's all good. But like I was saying, I feel like losing DJ Jones was a really big deal. Cam, I know you're a big fan of him as a big athletic guy yourself.
Bro, that man was fucking freak.
Yeah,
As
he
a
was.
big,
280, 290, running a 4.4.
Okay, 4'4"
You're
is.
trying to say a big athletic guy.
Yeah, he took that compliment.
Like, were you referring to Cam as a big athletic guy?
Yeah, is he not?
He's quite literally an average-sized human being. I'm not sure what that even means.
Alright, you want to... Okay.
What?
We're
That's
the
a compliment.
same height. Like,
No, we're not. I'm 5'10".
Oh, God forbid I unlist you by an inch. My bad.
All right, real quick. Before we wrap things up here, I want to get some season outlook takes from both of you, at least one or two. Eric, I'll let you go first. What's your prediction going into the year? Obviously, we have Brady coming back. We have QBs up in the air. We have Rosters up in the air. It's kind of hard to say right now, but it looks like we're going to have a lot of different faces of each franchise. You have Russell Wilson in AFC now. You're going to have Baker going who knows where. Indy's going to have a new quarterback. There's a lot of variables. But let's not forget the people who still are there. Lamar Jackson's going to be back. We still have Patty. Still, Josh Allen is emerging. Probably going to ride off that end of the season run that
I
he
put
was
Josh
making.
Allen as number one QB in the league.
Wow, that's a hot
Wow.
take. Are you
think
serious?
that's
Can
a
I
bit
hear
of
your
a
top five?
overreaction, though, at the playoff game?
Can I hear your top five?
I put Josh, Patty, Brady. Ooh.
I stay spitting in chat right now.
Top five.
I would still lean towards Mahomes.
No.
You don't have Mahomes in your top five?
I can't give you top five.
Where do you put Burrow, actually? That's kind of interesting. After this playoff,
I put him at 5 or 6. The man is getting sacked every single play, bro.
it killed him in the Super Bowl.
Jock Peterson going to the Giants, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the end of your top five, my boy?
Yeah, we discussed the NFL here, buddy.
Sorry.
Nah, that's not good. So you want season outlook? Like, what is my Super Bowl prediction?
Just like a prediction for the year.
Okay. Let me look at the teams. All right. I'm gonna give you division winners. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. 1 sec. Let me pull this up. This is gonna be a hot take, so if I'm completely wrong, you can't hold this against me. But
No, I'm definitely gonna keep this in the vault. So make it good.
yeah, throw it on the IG, and you can use it against me if I'm completely wrong. So, all right, let's go. AFC North. Give me. Okay, this list is completely wrong. I have been sabotaged. All right, hold on.
You don't know who's in the division?
Not okay. No. Okay, here we go. You ready? All right. AFC East, give me Bills. AFC North, give me Bengals. AFC South, give me. Do I want to go hot take-ish? For the South. Fuck it, give me Colts. AFC West, give me Chiefs.
What?
Yep.
They don't even have a QB.
Who do you expect to be their quarterback then? If you're saying Colts, what's your reasoning?
They swing somebody to get Jimmy.
So you're saying Jimmy leads them to a good season?
Get 10 wins. Fair enough.
Wow, after all the Jimmy slander, you okay, cool.
Still mid, can't win a Super Bowl. NFC East, give me Cowboys again. North, yeah, 100% Packers. There's nothing else there. And then if we go NFC South, give me. God, the South is just so weak, man.
Tampa
Like
Bay.
it's just so weak. Like just look at this: Panthers, Bucks, Saints, and Falcons. Like the Bucks have a cakewalk in this division.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to justify picking anyone but the Bucks, but yeah, I just don't see it. So give me Bucks, and then NFC West. Ooh, this is, in my opinion, this is probably going to be the most competitive.
Well, obviously, Seattle, no.
Yeah, but that
Arizona-
top three is going to be a pretty
Arizona
good race.
seems to
I'm
have
excited.
some turmoil going on with a disgruntled
Cardinals?
Kyler Murray.
Which is kind of ridiculous, but whatever.
Yeah, that's so weird. He put out a statement
Look at the statement.
saying,
I don't know,
like,
like,
I made the
sometimes
Pro
I-
Bowl. The team is better with me. Pay me now. Like,
Why would you ever release that? I mean, I understand wanting your worth and everything,
What
but it just makes it
agent-
look so bad.
yeah, like,
From, like,
what
an agent
agent
standpoint?
signed off on that? Like, said, yeah, this is a good idea. You should do that.
That's got to be like an agent thing, though. I'd assume, but I don't. I feel like it ruins his image. I mean,
I feel like
he's still
maybe
wrong, he
like
could be wrong,
someone in
but,
his
like,
circle
he's left
told
with
him he
wrong
needed to
perception.
do that or something. Like a relative or something told him, hey, you should do this. Like, you need to get paid now. You see all these other people getting paid.
Especially when he got smoked so bad by LA in the playoffs.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that presence to him. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's kind of true.
I think I don't know. I haven't watched the Cardinals enough to really have a feel for what they need, but yeah, I didn't expect him to get killed like that. So with that
I called
said,
it.
I'm actually going to go Niners here. I think they have a better finish than the Rams. I think they're going to make the playoffs again, though. Don't get me wrong. I think it'll be tight, but I think the Niners will edge it out. I'm full in on Trey Lance era. So to recap, I went Niners, Bucks, Packers, Cowboys, and then AFC I went Bills, Bengals, Colts, and Chiefs.
Yes, you kind of took the
I feel like-
safe route there, Bubba.
The Colts one's a pretty hot take-ish.
Yeah, with no quarterback, really.
Okay, see, so that's the issue with you. Like, if I do the hot take, it's like, what are you thinking? What the hell? What's wrong with you, brother?
Shit.
All right, Cam, let's hear 'em.
AFC East. I'm gonna go a devil advocate. I'm gonna go Patriots.
No way, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Bengals.
Actually, if I could take that back, can I take my back? I'm going Ravens over Bengals. I think they rebound.
No.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
really
say.
want to go Jaguars, man. To be honest with you,
You were not
I think they can
joking
do
about
something.
that the other
You're
day?
insane if you go Jaguars.
I'd put money on Jaguars, dog. At least making playoffs.
Why, though?
You
Like,
put
what is
money?
your
All right,
reason?
lay it on Vegas. Put some money down. Let's see the stub.
I'm gonna take Titans though, but they lost a few people, man.
But I don't understand why you like the Jaguars so much.
I just sleeper team, bro. I'm telling you. Watch it.
Just no reason, just
They-
cause.
Yeah. Here's the issue I have with the Jaguars. Clearly, the management is not afraid to spend money. They're trying to give Trevor weapons.
Hey, Trent
But
Baalke is the #1 GM in the league. At me.
You really believe that after how everything ended in Tampa?
No, he's fucking retarded. But we gotta
Okay.
get what you gotta get.
I was worried for a second. Yeah, because you sunk over $100 million into Zay Jones. Hold on, let me look. I saw the list.
100 mil into just Zay Jones and Christian Kirk. That's it.
Yeah, like what? I don't like the Kirk signing. I don't get either.
Yeah, and they let go DJ Chark. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Chark was out he got hurt right pretty early in the year.
He was hurt a little bit, but he still was probably one of the best on the team.
Well, you have Chark, you have Laviska Shenault, you had.
That they want to trade.
They want to trade.
Chark already went to the Lions and they want to trade Laviscus.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want
two dumpster
guaranteed
fires.
money? Here we go. $51.5 million is guaranteed in that long contract. That's fucking insane.
It's not too bad.
Okay, my hot take is going to be Raiders win the division.
Broncos are winning that
Wow, I fucking salute this man. Stop right now. This man
My
makes
reasoning?
me talk.
My reasoning:
Uh-huh.
you're gonna have elite pass rush. You have competent defensive tackles.
Wow.
And when I say
a hot
elite,
take, man.
elite pass
Would
rush,
you really say elite pass
I
rush?
would say elite pass rush. You have Max
Have some respect,
Crosby.
man. Put some
You have
respect.
Max Crosby, who's a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, and you have
And Chandler Jones. that's
Chandler
it.
Jones, who's a
They
candidate,
picked up a new D tackle too.
and you have Chandler Jones, who's also a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. Let's not forget he had a game with 6.5 sacks last year.
That's
Right? That's a dominant defensive end. He made Taylor Lewan look like a Pop Warner player. Okay, this is not just some
Taylor.
washed up old.
John messing with the boys.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, get me on the pod. But this is not just some washed up, past his prime defensive end, right? This is an elite pass rusher. Okay? You have Solomon
but you're
Thomas.
saying that because he had half the sacks in one game.
He plays the run really well. Too.
No, I'm saying when he
That's a big
played,
difference between him and Yannick.
I'm saying in the games he played, because he missed a couple games, he
Preach.
was elite. And
He's
that's
fit.
that's not
Listen to this
that's
I'm not saying he's not
that's
elite.
objectively true.
I wouldn't call that pass rush.
You wouldn't call that a pass rush. Explain why you wouldn't call that a pass rush.
I mean, you have two guys that are a pass rush.
Okay, you have Solomon
Yeah,
Thomas.
that's pass
Who,
rush.
you have Solomon
Like,
Thomas.
just, I don't know. He's not even a DN. He's an outside linebacker.
He's a
Yeah.
rush
He does
outside
hand it dirt. He
linebacker.
rushes a lot.
Yeah, understandable, but still, it's. But
And we already know. Like we clearly know that Max Crosby is a first team All Pro.
he's one of the. He's top 3. Top DNs in the league.
He's arguably number 1. We know he's
No,
better than
okay,
Bosa.
come on now.
As,
You're over
as,
the
voted,
fucking top.
as voted on by the players.
You're
coaches, and
fucking
media.
over the top.
Cam, I
Just
don't
because
like
they
the
feel
rules.
bad.
Cam.
He was a fucking drug
Listen.
addict.
Looking at the film, it's clear to see the man is unguardable. If you look at his arsenal of moves, he can get around pretty much any tackle.
I take Nick Bosa over Max Crosby. any day,
Okay,
so
that's give or take. That's here or there. Whatever. Say what you want. It is what it is. You're talking about two
Nick
elite
Bosa
pass
just
rushers.
came
either
off
way.
an ACL 15.5 sack season. Come
Okay.
on.
Fine.
And didn't get a fucking for defensive player of the
Listen,
year. Like
Right now, I feel
It's
like this
biased.
is potatoes. Either way, they're both amazing, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like Matt's right.
Okay.
I would lean towards Bosa. Like if I had to pick one, I pick Bosa. But yeah, I love Crosby.
Let's not
I
forget
didn't think anyone could heal the Mac wound, but he's getting there.
the Raiders' defensive tackles aren't terrible.
Yeah, Jefferson was pretty good. Belon, I'm kind of sad. He was playing really good against the Chargers. That last game, he blew his knee out, but I'm pretty sure he's not coming back. So he did some shit, like kind of saying like, "Oh, that was it." But yeah, they have some good rotational pieces.
Like,
But
listen,
I
as
agree.
long as you have
barrel to D tackle.
some meathead in the middle
I-
taking up the space,
And that's what
there's
he's
gonna be
having.
doubles. There's gonna be pressure off the edge, and that's gonna help out their secondary. Okay, and that's why I'm thinking that you got a new cornerback. You're gonna probably get something from the draft. You already have a couple pieces there here and there. Linebacker is a question, obviously, but as we've seen in the past couple of years, linebacker is probably one of the less important positions. Just look at the championship team this year for the Rams. Who they really have at linebacker? Can you name one?
Great pass rush. Yeah, fair enough. Because great pass rush combined with a solid secondary can normally get the job done.
Exactly.
But, I mean, any secondary can look bad with a pretty bad pass rush, to be fair.
Now, wide receiver. I asked Eric earlier if they think they're going to get Devontae Adams. I said that because I think they're going to get Devontae Adams.
How?
Wow.
What?
That's an optimistic take.
I think
I
that.
hope you're right.
I think either. No, yeah, trade. That's what I'm thinking. They're gonna make a trade.
There's no way that they're gonna trade for him.
I think they will. I think he's not gonna play for the Packers. He's already.
He's not gonna play under franchise tag. I understand that, but they're not gonna trade him. I think Rodgers is gonna talk to him.
He's gonna talk to him. Who is he?
What is he fucking gonna do? Not talk to him?
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna say?
Obviously,
say, "Let's run it back"?
They don't have no fucking wide receivers. Who do they have?
Don't be mad, bro. Just come play with me. Come on.
Yeah. So what I think is they're gonna give maybe.
Real quick, I gotta hop off call real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Give me a sec.
Anyways, they're gonna give maybe a couple young receivers. Like they might deal someone like Hunter Renfrow, who's a fan favorite, but I think could play like that Jordy Nelson type of role for Green Bay, and I just feel like a couple picks, maybe some cash, and that deal can get done.
No, that's not gonna happen. I'd put 100% on that.
You get an elite receiver. You have an elite tight end. Offensive line is on the up. I don't see a reason why they can't do it. You got to remember, the competition isn't just for one
you got to remember,
team.
it's a first-year head coach with the team. He's not going to trade a bunch of assets away.
Yeah, and I understand the point that the Patriots, Patriots coaches have had a bad, Brian Flores coming from the Patriots wasn't that good. Like the past couple, or you have Joe Judge coming from the Patriots wasn't that good. Like you have a bunch of examples of people coming from the Patriots not being that good. But I think this McDaniels has had experience leaving the Patriots, going to be a head coach, coming back to the Patriots, and now he's doing it again. So maybe he could learn from that first time he did it and kind of realize what he did wrong and bring in a new perspective to a new team. And hopefully,
understand, but there's no way, 100% no way they're going to trade for Dylan.
I'm just saying if that happens, this is my hot take. It's a hot take. But anyways, a point that I did want to make is that the competition doesn't just rise for them; it rises for everyone in the division. So you could expect the Chiefs to lose an extra 1 or 2 games. You could expect the Denver to lose. Obviously, not going to win out. You could expect the Chiefs. The Chargers to lose. They're all going to be beating each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. That's going to be it would be good for them to trade for Devontae. Most definitely, if they don't get another receiver, like you have Hunter Renfrow, Brian Edwards, and Max Hollins. Like, what kind of shit is that?
That's why it's a hot take. It's based on the ideology that they will up their receiving game. Obviously, you have your wide receiver 1 is probably more like your tight end. So you have Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you have Darren Waller, and you have Brian Edwards, and
you have no one in free agency anymore. To be honest with you, either.
But you have two
Julio
tight
Allen.
end sets.
Allen would be a good pickup for them, or even like Juju.
Yeah, it could. Or
that'd be the only 2 people that I would see that would actually work out for that.
It's just someone who's competent at the very least, and make it work from there. But Foster Monroe isn't bad at all. You still have Waller, and I just feel like they'll be in a good position.
Yeah, they just need a good receiver.
And obviously, this is like some just hot take. If I had to put my life,
I'd probably go draft.
I'd have to go with like Chiefs if I would put my money on it. But I'm just saying I can see a reality where it happens.
Yeah, the receiver class is deep in the draft.
Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up the pod. Cam, I appreciate you coming on short notice.
Thank you.
Eric topped off, but it's all good. All right, bro. I think that's gonna be about it for today. Ooh, Marcus got a Bills Niners Super Bowl. Who you got in the Super Bowl, real quick? Did you leave already? Peace. Yeah, he did. All right, later, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.